What's up, guys? Thanks as always for supporting the show. It would mean a lot to me if you would take a second to scroll down and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more of our videos. Also, make sure you follow us all over social media so you don't miss any of our content or show announcements. Major swing factors in the series. Giannis going superhuman. Like if Giannis averages a 30-point triple-double in this series, I think the Bucks will win. If he's closer to the player he was 2 years ago, if he's like 32, 12, and 5, I don't think they have enough. I think Giannis is going to be at that level. And that will reflect in my pick here in just a few minutes. The pick and pop bigs, I won't get any further into it because I mentioned it earlier, but the shooting of Brook Lopez and Myles Turner will be a massive swing factor in this series. What level is Damian Lillard going to be at? We haven't seen Dame in the playoffs alongside Giannis yet. Coming back from an injury, is he going to be in a situation where he's already in rhythm, or is his rhythm going to be kind of out of whack? That's going to be a huge factor in this series. And then lastly, Tyrese Haliburton's ups and downs. If you remember last year, he would have these weird games where he just wouldn't shoot. And I think in a series like this, that's not a mistake that Indiana can withstand. They need Tyrese Haliburton at like 20 points and 12 assists a game in this series for them to win. He needs consistent output, consistent aggression, night to night. This is going to be my first underdog pick of the playoffs. I think the Bucks are going to win this series in 6 games. I think this leap from Giannis is scary. I don't think this roster is good enough to win the conference, but I absolutely think they can offer enough support for Giannis to carry them to an upset of a second-tier contender like the Indiana Pacers. I think we've all forgotten how good Giannis is, even when he was a lesser version of himself in the playoffs 3 years ago. He almost single-handedly dispatched the Celtics in 2022. I also think that strong game plan discipline can cause Indiana's offense to bog down from time to time. Tyrese Haliburton is a good scorer. He's not a great scorer. Pascal Siakam is a good scorer. He's not a great scorer. If you do your job, if you stick to the game plan, if you are good and sharp on the details, which the Bucks have not been in many stretches this year, but if you do that stuff, they can run into a little bit of a ceiling on offense. That is where I think in the playoffs with the extra game planning, the extra prep, Milwaukee might stand a better chance defensively. I also think they found a formula surrounding Giannis with shooting instead of playmaking talent like Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton that is working really, really well. Surrounding him with a bunch of dudes that are just dead-eye catch-and-shoot players and just giving the ball to Giannis. You couldn't do that in the past. Giannis wasn't a good enough. I used to talk all the time. Giannis was not good enough as a surgical half-court player to do that. I think he's much closer to that level now. I think it's a formula that actually works in a way that it didn't work in the past. The game plan discipline piece is probably my biggest bit of anxiety. Playoff chess matches aren't exactly the strong suit of Doc Rivers. And there's a chance that I spend this entire series frustrated as hell as he sabotages them on both ends of the floor. But I'm placing my faith in Giannis here. I still think having the best player in a series when everything else is relatively close, I still think that really matters. And I think that Giannis is one of the truly special players in NBA history that is capable of getting this done. So picking the Bucks in 6, putting my faith in Giannis. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. As always, I sincerely appreciate you guys for supporting me and supporting the show. I'll see you guys tonight live on YouTube after the final buzzer of Grizzlies Warriors. I'll see you guys then.